So it's looking like the new legend for Apex Legends is going to be Newcastle. But who is he exactly? What are his abilities? Where does he come from? What's the point of adding this Legends to the game? First and foremost, thank you guys so much for stopping by today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those notifications to be notified of any more Apex Legends videos moving forward. So today we just wanted to dive into who Newcastle is, his abilities, where he comes from, what's the point of this new Legends being added to the next season. First off, he can deploy a moving indestructible shield in front of him, which needless to say is pretty badass. This shield is not a one-way shield, however, like you'll see with ramparts, meaning you cannot shoot through the shield, whether you're behind it or in front of it. So it's more like a Gibby shield, like a portable Gibby bubble that's just a fraction of the size. I mentioned portable because it looks like Newcastle can move this shield to be in front of him wherever he's looking, or leave the shield in a specific area. This might be good for blocking third parties while you're engaging, or blocking the flank in an engagement. At this current time, there doesn't seem to be any HP with the shield, and it looks like, according to the leaked footage that we all seen, that the shield will last for about 18 to 20 seconds with a 15-second cooldown. Do you guys think this is too long, or do you even think that they'll launch this legend with that kind of timing for this shield? I think it's kind of maybe a little too long personally. For reference, Gibby's bubble lasts 12 seconds. On top of that, he also has the ability to revive and drag allies with a revived shield. This does seem like Apex is taking notes from Fortnite, where you can pick up down teammates. While it looks like you can't fully pick them up, being able to drag your down teammate and cover them with a revived shield can really change how engagements happen. We're curious to see how much of the shield Newcastle gets for reviving. Will it be like the old Lifeline shield? Should this mean that Lifeline gets her shield back as well? I don't think that's very fair that the reviving character doesn't get a shield, but a different character that's more of a defense would get a shield while reviving. Moving into the ultimate, let's just leap forward and place a huge 800 HP barrier. This barrier resembles a castle with a taller midsection and shorter ends. How funny, a castle for the Newcastle Legends, loving the memes, Apex. It also looks like Newcastle will be the first fortified legend since Caustic and Gibraltar were added to the game. Being a seemingly defensive legend, this should make sense. His shields should play a crazy role in final in-game moments where he can actually move that shield around and cause more distraction, especially if the timer is longer than that of a Gibby bubble. But on top of that, having the ability to revive and drag allies with a shield is just kind of overpowered. I'm willing to bet, though, that Apex will figure out a way to balance everything. Let's be honest, when we heard all of Mad Maggie's abilities coming into the new season, she seemed like she was going to be way overpowered. But then once we actually got to see everything in the game, it made more sense. I do personally see a balance in Newcastle already, because yes, the shield may seem crazy for just a Q, and the reviving and dragging allies with a revive shield seems pretty crazy, but honestly, his ultimate is just a leap forward with a huge barrier that people can destroy. Basically, it doesn't seem like his ultimate is really taking a leap on top of the already cool features that he has. So who is Newcastle? Where does he play into the game? At this point, we're about 110% convinced that Newcastle is Jackson, the brother of Bangalore. If you need more convincing, take a look at this tweet from an Apex player in Korea. With the translation during the Bangalore event, instead of Bangalore saying Jackson, she calls her brother Newcastle. When you think about it, this makes sense for both the lore and how the devs are shaping up the new season. Bangalore was looking to leave the games due to a conflict with Loba. As she gets ready to leave, Jackson shows up as Newcastle to enter the game, keeping Bangalore there as well. Recently, there's been conversation of people mentioning the idea that maybe Bangalore will be leaving the Apex games because of this. We can understand that theory, but I would highly doubt that they would remove Bangalore, an Apex Legends that was one of the original legend with a heirloom and hundreds to thousands of dollars worth of cosmetics. It just wouldn't make sense for them to remove her from the game. It would, however, make sense to add her brother to come help her fight in the games. So obviously we'll see how all that that pans out. I personally think Newcastle is going to make a great addition to Apex Legends. The last few seasons, I've seen a lot of mobility. I've seen a lot of speed, violence, and momentum. Okay, tone that back a little bit. But in all seriousness, we've seen so much action added to this game, where I still think that Gibby and Caustic are some of the most clutch players when it comes down to high-tier gameplay. Having those defensive characters that can hold down buildings with you or clutch up those moments where you need that quick pick-me-up is so crucial to the game of Apex Legends in itself. And I'm honestly shocked that it's taken so long to add another defensive character to Apex Legends. And like I mentioned, yeah, sure, some of his features seem a little crazy on paper, but I see the balance here. I think Newcastle is going to be a great addition to Apex Legends. I think, honestly, coming out the rip, he's going to be a huge, crucial part in ranked gameplay. The only thing I'm interested to see is the timing of everything. How long does it take for him to have the animation leaping forward and placing a huge 800 HP barrier? How long is all that action and animation going to really hold up gameplay? Same thing with deploying a shield in front of him. As to where we see that it lasted 18 to 20 seconds, how will this bubble that is not fully around the legend differ from the bubble that we see from Gibby? At the end of the day, these are just some of our thoughts, questions, and concerns. I'm interested to see what you guys all think in the comments down below. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications. That's all we got for you guys today.